How are we going to make it possible for everyone to have health insurance that is affordable?
I just wish that this system was simpler, cheaper.
Obamacare is definitely a step in the right direction, but it doesn't go far enough.
There's been a lot of talk about repealing and replacing Obamacare, but one generation wants to see it go even further: millennials. In fact, most young people under 30 say the government should pay for health care, with 45% supporting a system of single payer. While most older folks aren't too excited about single-payer health care, there is one guy who is. More people under the age of 30 support single-payer than any other age demographic. To what do you attribute that?
They're smart. We have a very bright younger generation who I think is catching on to the fact that we need to see it as a human right, not just a privilege of money.
And that's exactly what this millennial doctor told us.
Most millennials believe that healthcare is a human right. Part of growing up and seeing, some people with coverage, some people without, that was what made me want to go into medicine in the first place. I would take a pay cut if it meant better care, easier care.
So you'd be willing to take a pay cut?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not the only one willing to make financial changes.
I think that everyone deserves their right to health care, so I would pay more in taxes for it if I had to.
I'm willing to pay higher taxes so that all of us can get better health care.
But why exactly do more and more millennials favor a single-payer system over older age groups? Healthcare horror stories on social media may be playing a role. One example is Jimmy Kimmel's viral story about his newborn son's heart defect.
No parent should ever have to decide if they can afford to save their child's life.
Millennials are more likely than older generations to rely on freelance work.
Right now I'm working 3 jobs, and I don't have health care. It's frustrating.
But some conservatives think millennials are too confident in the government's ability to provide health care.
Yeah, millennials definitely have too much faith in the government. I oppose single payer for a couple of reasons. Number one, it costs a lot of money. People have choice. They can choose how much health care they want, what they want it for. Some people might even want to choose to go without for a year or so. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Senator Sanders is aware of these criticisms.
People's taxes are going to have to go up.
All right, but wait a second. If you're a family of 4, and you're paying $15,000 a year for health insurance, and I say, you're not going to have to pay that, but you're going to have to pay $5,000 in taxes, you'd say, hey, that's a great deal with the pharmaceutical industry.
And how in the devil are you going to get that to pass?
I have no illusion that when we have Republican leadership who wanted to throw 32 million people off of health insurance, that they are going to be supportive. But what I am very confident of is that it is not just young people who understand the importance of universal health care. It is more and more Americans.
Whether Sanders will be successful, only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, millennials are eager to improve our current healthcare system.
Tomorrow, we go forward with a Medicare for all single-payer program. Thank you all.